Peace. Come in the righteous name of Lord Supreme. I wanted to build with you real quick on today's math. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with knowledge power. And I know this might maybe offend a couple of people, get people upset. However, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to make you really think outside of the box that you are confining your mind to. Now, when we're dealing with today's supreme math, which is knowledge power, basically being aware of the ability that you possess within yourself in order for you to fulfill your duties, responsibilities, and your goals. Now, the reason why I'm saying that a lot of this may offend a lot of individuals is because, one, you know, a lot of people don't want to change the way they think. They're very comfortable and complacent with thinking one way and being one-dimensional in their perspective, when in reality it's really not going to benefit you in no way, shape, form, or fashion, being one-sided. You only having tunnel vision with your own thoughts and ideas. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into today's degree in the 1 to 40, and I'm going to bring forth some understanding so that way you can see and understand what's going on in this world right now. Right? When we're dealing with the knowledge power degree in the 1 to 40, right? It says, who is the 10%? It says, they are the rich slave makers of the poor who teach the poor lies to believe that the almighty true living God is spooking in the sky, which cannot be seen by the physical eye, otherwise known as bloodsuckers of the poor. Now, before I even go into bringing down that whole lesson, let's just look at the question. It says, who is the 10%? Right? Now you look at, that's knowledge added to the cipher. So when we look at the knowledge add cipher degree in the 1 to 40, it says, who is that mystery God? Answer, there is no mystery God. The Son of Man has searched for that mystery God for trillions of years and was unable to find that mystery God. So they agreed that the only God is the Son of Man. They would lose no time searching for that which does not exist. Now, the 10% teach this, but also when you take it to the knowledge add cipher degree and the 1 to 36, it says because the devil taught him how to eat the wrong foods. Who's the devil? Any man that's a grafted man which is made weak and wicked, or any grafted live germ from original is devil. So they basically used and manipulated you in order for them to get their services done to complete their objectives. The 10% do not want to see you elevate your mind state to a level where they can't control you. They want to put you in a state of existence where every time something happens, you go to them for confirmation, you go to them for confiding, you go to them for advice on God. However, this degree doesn't just only specifically talk about rich slave makers of the poor, teach the poor lies about something religious. That's what I'm really homing in on, because I noticed that when you go into a lot of these, this is what I'm homing in on, but that's not the only thing that that degree is talking about. So what I'm saying is this. What I'm homing in on is this. You got to watch the company you keep. You got to watch the people that's around you talking all crazy and religious. You could tell how people present themselves through their way of life by their conversation. Once somebody opens their mouth, they tell you everything about themselves. Especially a person that's of religion, that's religious. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes down to dealing with who is the 10%, it's not only religious people, it's people that's right next to you too, that are bloodsuckers, that'll sit there and use you for everything that you got, and then when it's no longer available or they no longer have it, they're gone. So you gotta be careful with the company you keep. You gotta be careful with what you say around people, because at any given time or moment, when you look at the 10%, it's all about manipulation, coercion, and bribery. to get you to come to their side, to have you believing that this God that they talk about is the God that's going to cure you of all your diseases. Look at the situations that are presented to you. Look at the conversation that's held, especially when dealing with, let's say, weather. God's crying. Oh, the lightning is God is mad and angry and pissed at the world. No. That's just weather. You see how asinine that sounds? You see how absurd that sounds when a person is saying that and you're like, where is that coming from? If this man is all on what you say he is, why isn't he changing your life the way it's supposed to be changed? Especially if you believe in this type of individual. Now, before I even come to a conclusion with this video, I want to let you know something. I am not here to convince you of anything. I'm here for you to help you do your research on the things that I'm saying. Don't trust what I'm saying, because at any given cause, I could make a mistake or I could be in error about something. But one thing I won't do is steer you wrong in regards to life itself, in regards to the things that's being presented and expressed to you. Because I feel like it's really important that everybody knows how to be mentally prepared and mentally ready for all this that's to come. You feel what I'm saying? Look at the days that's happening right now. Look at what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers and sisters are not getting into these churches anymore. And the only people that you see in churches are older people. That's because they're comfortable with that. They're all right. They're at that point in their life where they're well seasoned and they live their life. So if this was bringing them comfort, that's what's bringing them comfort. But my thing is this. That's why the youth are not in the church, because they don't need that. That's not the guidance they need. I mean, if that helps you keep your life balanced, and if you go to church and it helps you, weigh out different options and deciding whether or not you want to live this way of life or live that way of life, then I'm all for it. I'm not against people that's Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, 7-day Adventists. I'm not against those people. I'm against the way that you teach people and the message that you convey to people is what I'm against. I'm not against you as a person. I'm against what you are displaying and what you're spewing out of your mouth as is stated as a fact when in reality it's not. Believing is not facts. When you look at the word believe, right? Or you look at the word belief, if you separate the words, the first 3 letters in between the word belief is lie. Now, a lot of people be like, that's just my belief system. So that means that just somebody lying to you. So you're comfortable with somebody lying to you about who and what is God and who and what is the devil, rather than you just accepting it, doing the research and doing your own due diligence in order for you to find out whether or not that person that told you that is confirmed and that is actual facts, or you have to go to that person and question that person and ask them what is going on with this. You told me this and this is what this is. So what's up with that? You feel what I'm saying? You got to do your own due diligence. Being aware of your powers and being aware of the abilities that you possess will help you balance your life out in a way where you could be able to get your goals, your objectives, and your tasks completed in a way where you don't have to be religious. This whole world is not a religion. This whole world is not religious. This whole world is not a religion. It is the way things are created in order for you to build up a tolerance for it. In other words, as long as you're being taught religion, you will forever be religious. But as long as if you get taught that and you break away from it and you learn something different and you understand the concept of what religion is, then you'll be able to understand how you could go into one of these places and never be off your square. I could walk into that place right now on a Sunday and be cool as fuck. And the next thing you know, everybody asking me questions about God. But that means that people don't thoroughly read their Bible. Because if you look in the Bible, right? It even tells you that God is a man. All through the Bible. However, a lot of people don't read those parts because those are the parts that you got to question your pastor about. Ooh. You got to go question your reverend, your deacon, your bishop. So why? Because that's the part that they don't want to tell you. The 10% throw stones and hide their hand behind their back to let you know that they wasn't the one that threw it. It was God hitting you in the head to let you know. Some religious bullshit or some religious dogma. You feel what I'm saying? Or some mantra or some montage. Like, dude, stop with the shenanigans and just tell the truth. That's why it's up to you to take the knowledge and add it to the cipher. Because once you take your knowledge and add it to the cipher, you'll no longer worry whether God is in the sky or not. Because God is right amongst you. Or he's you as a man, if you are a man. So, with that being said, have a blessed one. Love, peace, and happiness. Teach the babies to get money.